5 persons were confirmed dead on Saturday after a boat they were traveling in on the Volta Lake at Adan capsized. Following the incident, the Member of Parliament for Adan Comfort, Doyo Kujo, is appealing to the Ministry of Transport to consider making a budgetary allocation for the provision of life jackets for persons within the coastal communities.
Others are arguing that the canoe owner must get his own life jacket. I agree, but we call something social intervention. Minister of Transport used to fix potholes, fix bitumen on roads, put asphalt on roads. So if you do your budget, what did you leave for this? Those at the river bank, because they are also equally important as those who use the roads. So can't you get something small and give them life jackets, the one that it will be with even the marine police, and then they will tell them that anytime you are traveling, and let's say like the way this gentleman went to do a voluntary something for the community and had this problem, and now there is some voluntary something, come to our office, pick their life jackets, when you return, bring them back to us. You see, because it's not a passenger boat. If there are only 5 people in the canoe fishing, they will have only 5 life jackets for themselves. But if they want to help, at times they help with the politicians too, and cross us to the other side. At times they see people who are stranded and they help them. But they are not doing passenger work. They are not taking money for it. So there should be provision for that.
In his contribution to the Ghana Commission for UNESCO Bill 2022, the Member of Parliament for Tamale South, Haruna Idrisu, urged the government to consider a needs test for the free senior high school policy in order not to compromise on the quality of students benefiting from the intervention.
Ghana needs to take advantage of UNESCO's advice on secondary education. How accessible is it? What is the quality? Are we running a secondary education system that produces quantity and not quality? And Mr. Speaker, my controversial point, Ghana needs a means test. It needs a means test to determine who can pay, who cannot pay, and who can pay for education. This political thing of wanting to please everybody at the detriment of quality will hand this country in the next decade if we don't look back.
The chairman of the Judiciary Committee of Parliament, Al-Hassan Abdallah Idi, spoke to Citi News on the 3-day engagement of the committee with the judicial arm of government on their challenges.
We have about 434 courts across the country. How many elements of justice delivery do we have in terms of judges, magistrates, even career magistrates? All of them bundled together is just around 400 people. This is woefully inadequate. I think that going forward we need to be able to open up courts and also appoint more judges so that they can free the stock of cases that we have in our courts. And people really appreciate the points that we are doing well as a democracy.
Addressing the media in Parliament, the minority called for an investigation into the Akai Energy deal.
I think that a lot of groups have called for investigation, and we support that call. The reason is because a company that has come to Ghana that buy this asset and has convinced officials of the state with the audacity to bring that agreement to Parliament. Can you imagine that if we had basically indeed bought and exchanged money? If we did, then it means that today we will be talking about almost 1 billion plus that we had sold an asset that has no value. That's why we believe that whole circumstances leading to Ake's proposal to sell that block must be investigated.
Reporting from Parliament, my name is Ni Aikwe Okain for Citi News.